Welcome to the Socially Awkward podcast, which is kindly sponsored by RTE Player.
If you're on the hunt for something to watch, RTE Player has got you covered with the biggest shows from home and abroad.
You can dive into must-see series like Playing Nice and Blue Lights.
Or stream everyone's favourites, Kin and Normal People.
Or, if you're a fan of Yellowstone,
don't miss the brilliant spin-off series 1883 for your fix of the famous Dutton family.
And sure, that's not even the half of it.
there's so much to watch on RTE Player. Head on over and stream all the latest shows. Hey! Welcome back to the Socially Awkward podcast. My name is Brandon.
My name is Daniel.
And I'm Shanice.
And if you're looking for a little laugh this week, you're looking for a few hee-hees, a few ha-has, you might have come to the right place. We're about to see.
Can't guarantee.
Starting on a bit of a downer, lads, I'm not going to lie. What are you doing?
Oh, also, and a massive thank you to RTE Player for sponsoring the podcast. Thank you.
Yes,
Just
that as well.
before we
That
forget.
as well, yes.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I'm just getting ready for the sun.
Daniel just has a disguise on.
The weather is here, and so am I. And these are Shanice's. Sorry, to give them back. So
Where
it's
did you
literally
get them?
pinching the skull off me.
He's like a little Irish Elton John, isn't he, with them on?
I had a bucket hat
what?
planned
Or
and
is it
everything to
Stevie
bring
Wonder?
in. I'm raging.
Oh, next time.
Yeah, well, if I do it again next week, just say no.
Yeah,
Had you
next
didn't
time,
even
baby.
say.
Lads, I feel like the universe is against me this week.
What's wrong?
Right, so first of all, my car. Anybody out there that has a car, you know the issues when you have car trouble. It's brutal, right? And I don't want to say that I had like proper car trouble. My indicator stopped working, right, which was doing me tits in because I couldn't get a fix over the weekend, right? Nowhere that I was ringing was open. So I goes to me dad. What's the story there? Like, do you know anybody that would be able to sort that out? And sure, like that, he goes, yeah, fair enough, right? But he's one of them that's like on the cheap. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
On the
okay.
cheap, and I'm like,
Bargain hunter.
you know, and like I just didn't know what the issue was with the car, and the fella that normally looks after his car is great, don't get me wrong, but like I wasn't able to make it over. Whatever, ended up going to the garage with it, right? Went to the motor place, whatever it's called. The mechanic, sorry, that's it, sorry.
Garage.
And they were like, yeah, sorry, we haven't got good news for you. It's not the indicator, it's the whole system is broken. So I'm immediate like, are you trying to me off right now? Like, are you trying to make a bit of money off me?
Oh,
Do you know that kind of way? Because you don't know with mechanics. You don't know.
Oh.
Haven't a clue. Sorry, you wouldn't know.
Oh.
That's not what he did that for. Is that what you did that for?
It is, I think the whole reason for your little stupid talk about your stupid car was to have a little stupid rant about me and Shanice not having a car.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Just
always
always seems to be back, doesn't it?
Don't
Yeah.
talk
gas.
badly about my car when it's brought news from A to B an awful
We're
lot
not
of times.
talking badly, but you just seem to have a grudge against us for not being driving at the moment, darling.
Long story short, it cost me €125
that's
for
not too
what I
bad.
thought was going to be like 20 quid. Well, no, it's not too bad, but like, do you know what I mean? It's like,
Well,
it's
to
like
be
I'm
fair.
pissed in money at the
Was
moment.
it just for the indicator?
No, they were like, no, sorry, the whole system's broke.
Oh,
Whole
my
system.
God.
I was like, right, grand, fair enough. Thank you, Mr. Man.
Better you getting it sorted now, though, and then down the line having more issues with your car and then not realising it. You probably have to pay a fortune to get the rest of it fixed.
This is what I mean, but it made me laugh because you ever get those situations where like you're booking a doctor's appointment or like someone knocks at the door like a delivery man and you're like, ma, da, like,
I don't know how to deal
help,
with this.
I don't know, the scary man's inside the door, I don't know what's going on, like I haven't a brain. Like, do you ever get like that?
Do you know what? I have a few friends that hate ringing up the doctors to make appointments. Do you not like doing that?
Hate it. I
Hate it.
still get at the
That's
ripe
like
age of
the
23.
most terrifying thing ever.
I do agree, yeah, it can be. I've done it myself probably twice out of the whole.
I just panicked. They're like, what's your name? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sorry, I didn't even wrong number. Sorry. I hate it.
I'm okay.
I literally rang. Oh my God, I told you the other day. I rang a Chinese because I ordered food online and I wanted to change, like, really out myself here. I got mega box for like a party.
Small mega box.
Yeah, just little tiny, big, huge, small, little tiny mega box for a big party I was having last week. And they put chicken wings in it, but I was like, no, I'm not into that. I love ribs in a mega box.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, mouth to drooling already as I'm speaking about it. And I rang up because I left in the notes the last time. This is so stupid. I left in the notes the last time that I wanted ribs instead of wings if they could do it. And they did it for me, so I rang up because I forgot to put it in.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, love, I actually did say love to her on the phone now. I said, hey, love, just ordered here for da-da-da-da. Just wondering if I can get ribs instead of the chicken wings. No, we don't do that. Okay, sorry, we're gone by later. That was it done. I was like, I'm gone.
Sorry, we don't
I
do
panicked.
that.
And do you know
Alright.
what's so funny? I actually brought the same with me this week. There's the curry sauce on my slave. Lads, this is talk about the universe not coming for you. Yeah. All over me.
Do you know what?
No, this actually wasn't. This
Honestly.
wasn't from the mega box, but I just left the house today and realised I had curry sauce staying on me. when I was in the taxi on the way here. So that's just ruined my whole day. But Shanice looks.
Looks what? Come for me, I dare you, because I'm going to lay into the both of you this
What
season.
have
I'm
I
not holding
done?
back. What do you mean, what have I done?
You literally just
What
gave
have
out
I
to us
done?
about your bleeding car.
Yeah, well, sickener for yous.
Sickener for you. I'll give you more issues with the car. I'll smash it up after this podcast.
That's very mean.
That's just a promise.
yeah,
That's a promise.
yeah, that
But you know
sounded
what?
very
Sick
provocative.
That's why
in that car.
karma is being a bitch to you, and that's why the universe is
Yeah,
in your favour.
karma.
Period.
I don't know. I don't like it. Like even.
Now, say sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good. Now ring the doctor.
No, you ring the doctor.
Fair.
But come here, listen, you know the way you were talking about mechanics and cars. Good news is we might have to actually drive, to be honest, in the next few years, because AI is going to be driving all the cars.
Oh, nice. That was a good gasp.
Yeah,
wasn't it? That was really good in
harmony as
sync.
well.
Yeah, see all the cars that like in America,
Self-driving, yeah.
like the taxis. No,
That's gonna be the new thing.
I'd
though.
be hopping in the front, like start pretending I'm driving.
Do you know the way now everyone is like, yeah, automatic cars lazy. Now all the AI cars are gonna come in and everybody's gonna be like, lazy. Oh my god, why don't you drive an automatic car?
No, literally.
So lazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Literally,
mean?
they're going to turn on the other one that they were giving out about in the first place.
What car do you drive? Automatic, manual, or AI? You tell me.
Yeah, why are you driving? Petrol, diesel, AI.
That would be so cool though, wouldn't it? If you had your own car and if you... But I'd feel a bit iffy if it was late at night and you were going down like a really busy road or like the
car's gonna
M50 or
mug
something. And then, no.
The car robs you. The car brings you down an arc alleyway and robs you.
No. But if you, do you know the way like planes can go into autopilot mode? If you put your car into autopilot mode and it drives itself, imagine falling asleep and then your car just malfunctioning and then like staring in and out of the roads. Like, that'd be my biggest fear because you can't fully
I
trust
wouldn't be able to trust
technology.
the car, yeah.
You see with our phones glitch every now and then and have like fits.
Did you ever see the TikTok of that fella that had the Tesla? And like it was somebody else was like driving past him on the motorway and he was just there like conked out on the car in the driver's seat, literally, because they have these big huge like panels in them, like they have the big like iPad looking things you can watch like Netflix and all on them.
Me and Shanice got one.
A Tesla?
No, yeah, we bought one together just to share.
Surprise! Thanks, RTE.
We're joking, by the way.
I wish I wasn't. Next season, no. But yeah, we got a Tesla taxi the other day. But it's mad. Like we were literally, me and Shanice were literally like bet into the little screen in the car because like when you're driving down, it tell you if there's a dog walking by, it'll tell you if there's a person walking by. It counts everything. A cone on the road will pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
Shanice and Daniel just playing Subway Surfers on the back seat.
No,
like.
literally. And the screen, like the camera of the actual Tesla is like 4K.
Huge. Like a
crisp
32-inch
as well.
telly.
Yeah. Do you ever see the TikTok of a Tesla going through a graveyard?
No.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, it goes through a graveyard and around it is empty. Like there's nobody in the graveyard at all. It's only the car and loads of like figures start popping up on the screen as if like, so maybe spirits are actually a real thing.
Maybe Tesla is communicating to the dead people.
I think again though, I just think that's AI trying to freak you out. I'm always very nice to the AI people. I'm very nice to the
please and
Snapchat
thank
AI.
you.
Yes,
Yeah, please and
I'm
thank
don't
you.
come back and kill me and my whole family.
I'm
Please,
like,
thank you.
because when the robots do take over, like I'm the sound one.
We're
Do you know what I
safe.
mean?
Yeah, we're
I'm
safe.
the sound
Yeah.
one. So
Yeah.
I
no.
have my AI Snapchat yoke looking fresh on Snapchat just in case he ever does come to real life.
Literally,
I mean, and look, I sorted you out. I had you lovely on Snapchat. It's people to be changing to like
Your ma
purple
had
and all.
lovely.
But I do.
That's it. So like I'm the man.
I do be like, hey King, hope you're good. Like, I swear to God,
Lay
like,
the boots and house down.
I have to.
Pop off
I have
AI.
to. It scares me so much. This is what I mean.
Well,
It's so
hopefully
confusing.
AI won't manipulate the human race and won't take over, and it'll just be kind and inviting to everybody.
Anyways, that basically kind of wraps up part one of the podcast. We do have a very special guest this week.
We do
As you can
indeed.
probably see by the title, so I'm not even going to
Thank
gatekeep
you.
it. It's
Thank
Miriam
you.
Mullins because Daniel's
Every
about to
week I'm
lay
like,
into me.
why do we try and gatekeep as if nobody knows who's coming on?
Because if someone's listening to the podcast and it goes into the next episode, they might necessarily look at the screen to see who it is.
Okay, Brandon, do you want to say who it is? Just to
It's
make
Miriam
Shanice
Mullins.
happy?
It is Miriam Mullins.
It's Miriam
Woohoo!
Mullins. It is Miriam Mullins.
TikTok icon.
Sensation.
living.
TikTok queen, radio queen.
So we'll be back in 2 minutes with Miriam, but until then, listen to a word from our sponsor, por favor.
Welcome to the Socially Awkward podcast, which is kindly sponsored by RTE Player.
If you're on the hunt for something to watch, RTE Player has got you covered with the biggest shows from home and abroad.
You can dive into must-see series like Playing Nice and Blue Lights.
Or stream everyone's favourites, Kin and Normal People.
Or, if you're a fan of Yellowstone,
Don't miss the brilliant spin-off series 1883 for your fix of the famous Dutton family.
And sure, that's not even the half of it.
there's so much to watch on RTE Player. Head on over and stream the biggest and best from home and abroad.
Welcome back to the Socially Awkward podcast. Thank you so much to our sponsor RTE Player. And lads, we are here with our very special guest, Miss Miriam Mullins.
Welcome to the
Hi.
podcast, girl.
Thanks. Thank you.
Miriam, what's your thoughts on AI?
This is the first question. Yeah. Scary. Very scary.
It is scary. Yeah, we were saying this now.
It
We only
freaks me
asked
out.
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
I don't know about you.
We only, but like we were talking about this literally 5 minutes ago before you came in about how scary it is, but like we actually just somehow found a way to like laugh about it. I
Yeah.
feel like if you don't laugh, you'll cry, to be honest with
I
you.
know. I
True.
feel like it's going to take over everyone's jobs. Like
Do you
everyone.
think?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
It already is.
Yeah.
already
It is scary.
Do you use AI for anything?
I use ChatGPT. Is that no? That's
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that-
yeah.
Exposed.
Do
We
you
all
ever-
do.
To respond to an email.
We all
every now and
use.
again.
We all use ChatGPT.
Do you ever like go on to ChatGPT and like be real nice, like please and thank you, like hey queen?
No,
Hope
never.
you're good. But
They're
when the
coming for
robots
you.
take over, then like they won't go near you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you see, I have a problem at the moment, right? I am actually ridiculous. This phone, I've had it like 3 years. Storage every single day. There's a pop up. You need to upgrade your storage. You need new storage, and I keep deleting and like
Yeah.
re-uploading
Yeah.
ChatGPT because it's taken up a lot of my space.
Yeah.
The website.
Fair.
The web. Yeah, I know.
You use a website. The life hack
Yeah.
for you there.
Oh, wait, do you have the app?
I have the app. Yeah.
No way.
I know. I should get rid of it.
Yeah, the website is much more handier, isn't it? It helps you a bit more.
I actually did download the app last week, so
Oh, so we
Join
can
the
say
club.
that.
I have the storage for it. It's all right.
I'm waiting for the iPhone 17 to come out though. That's
Lads.
coming
Oh,
out
I
in
can't wait.
September.
How many iPhones down the line do you think we're
I
going to
know.
be? Do you think it's going to be iPhone 300 SX Max or something?
I'd say so. Remember years ago there was like a picture of the iPhone 20. It was like this big long thing.
Oh my God.
I'm still
iPad.
waiting on that to come out.
I feel like eventually they're going to come out with this like paper thin sized like screen that you can attach to your arm and you'll be able to like integrate it into your skin.
But that,
Alright.
like, I often think, like, what's it going to be like in even 10 years' time?
I
The
know.
world, like,
I know. it's
how
so
advanced
scary.
it's even become in the last 5 years. It's like scary,
Isn't
like,
it?
Yeah,
With this fact, especially with the fact of like technology taking over.
yeah.
Like,
This is it.
That
And
is
it's
what
just
I'd
going to be
say.
normal as well. Like, we won't even really notice it. Like, it's just going to be
No.
so normal.
How the have we managed to stretch a conversation about AI into about half an hour?
No,
talk?
You
honestly.
know what you asked me?
I know.
it's because it's such an interesting topic, though, isn't it?
I
Like
know.
you could go on and on about it, and like the conspiracies around it as well.
Right. We're here with Miriam Mullins today.
We are.
We've asked her about AI.
Hello.
AI. But what an awful lot of people might not know is that we've actually been friends since COVID.
Quite some time.
For
It's
quite
crazy,
some time.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like we've all grown so much
Yeah.
since
yeah,
that time.
100%.
You know,
A lot has happened, y'all.
a lot has
Yeah.
happened.
Trauma.
Drama, the lot. Remember the house parties?
Oh, stop.
Oh, lad.
Shanice, you know how I found you first?
How?
So I was like scrolling one day on TikTok and you were like asleep or something.
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh my
That
god.
haunts me. That's going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
But
Because
but I remember, and then you did like this interview thing with Gary Vee because I'm
Yes.
obsessed with him, and then I was like, oh my god, that's the girl
No
who falls asleep.
What if you were
Imagine
lying
me
down to hit
notice that.
falls out? Something like, I couldn't do that.
there's nothing to fall out, so I'm grand. Like.
I'd be fucked then.
But I was so afraid, like, because people fart in their sleep. So what if I was like, not that I do, I don't know if I do, but what if I was lying in bed and like I'm pure letting a rip on the live?
What if you
if
just
that
like? I'd be
happens?
paranoid that like I'd just
Strip?
no, not strip. Like I'd
Or like talk in your
Literally.
sleep.
no,
Or like talk
in me sleep. But I'd also be afraid that like I would take the covers off by accident. Or I'd just roll over, and then all of a sudden I'm just
bare
like
arse.
bare cheeks just there.
Imagine,
for the
imagine
world
if you
to
like
see.
wet the bed or something.
Oh my
on
God.
live.
Yeah, literally someone watching you piss all over your bed.
Do you go to sleep naked?
Well, not all naked, but you know what I mean. Like the cheeks are still
Like
out.
with one cheek hanging out?
Multi-king. Put
You know
your
what I mean?
left cheek in. your
Like,
right
lads, I'm not
cheek
being bad. I need a bra for these man boobs. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if one of them gets out, that's it.
Oh,
End
that's
of story.
traumatizing me. I can't believe you found me through that.
No, but like that's not. I don't think that's cringy at all. Like,
Are you joking?
That's
no, when
very
you look, do you ever
generous.
look back at your old videos from like 2020?
Oh,
and you're
Miriam,
like,
don't get me
I
started.
know. Oh, stop.
Every video I posted, my hair was soaking wet and I looked like a fucking grease ball in every single video because I thought it was clever to just go online after I had a shower, not disclose that I'm only after having a shower and look like a grease ball, but actually my hair is soaking wet, just for anyone that's...
no,
I
like
feel like we all got a bollocking though back in 2020 for like, well, in retrospect, like I give myself a bollocking for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Irish mammy chicken fillet roll.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I
But-
loved your videos back then though, like...
oh god, really?
You just didn't give a
I didn't give a.
I
didn't give a
love that.
rat's.
I was only saying to Daniel and Brandon the other day, like everything has just become like we're all so we're not insecure, but we're also conscious of our contents that we post and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it's like we're holding back a little bit or like
Like,
stressing. Whereas in 2020 we didn't give a shit. We're posting
No.
everything,
I know.
everything. And
I
anything.
like lads. I used to bang out like 6 videos a day
I
in
know.
lockdown.
Yeah, no,
Do you know what though?
Like,
Back then,
isn't that mad?
everybody had nothing but time. You know, some
Yeah.
people were
No.
doing their coffees, like what's that weird coffee? Some people were doing their 5Ks.
Yeah.
Other people were knitting or whatever, and then we were just there like diving full force into TikTok.
Yeah.
I always say to the lads, like, you never know whose page you're popping up on.
Yeah.
Like, whose
No.
For You page that you're gonna pop up on, and like that, you could be one video away from a totally different life.
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
It's insanity.
It's
But
crazy.
Yeah.
You've lived so many different lives. You've done the radio presenting, you've done the TikTok, and you've done the Snapchat, and you've done the Instagram and the YouTube, and
Mr. Worldwide.
fucking dancing with the stars.
Dancing, Miss Girl.
Oh, the dancing.
Dancing with the stars.
dancing.
Oh my
How was
God.
that?
Amazing.
What an
best,
experience.
Best thing I ever did. So
Wow.
good. Yeah, it was class.
You're some groover.
But you know what? This studio is literally where we used to dance is like 2 doors down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where we used to
Oh, yeah, I know what
practice.
you're talking about,
Yeah.
Yeah, so because I used to see Casey Campion coming in here like when I'd be rehearsing,
Yeah.
and I used to be like, I think I know her from TikTok. And then when I saw her, like when she like started blowing up on TikTok, I was like, yes,
Yeah, it is.
because I knew I
She'd be
could see her
delighted
on
now
my
you said
For You
that.
page. Yeah, no, I said it to her before, and when I met her a few weeks back, and yeah, it's like, but it's full circle for
Yeah.
her too. It's cool, like, isn't it? Like,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
What was your favourite part of being on Dancing with the Stars?
I actually loved it was called indents, so it's where you do your photographs and you basically, right, there's a load of like cameras, and they get you to just like dance in front of the cameras. They're like, just dance. So like myself and Mantel had to just like, I'd never danced before, and we just had to dance for like 3 minutes straight. They were like, what song do you want us to put on? I was like, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, I don't know. So like, this is the day that we just, so you know when before the dance comes on and it's like Miriam and like
Yeah,
it'd just
yeah.
be like us or whatever, like gliding across the screen. So that was like, we did like, I'd say 10 minutes of dancing, and they just picked like a 3-second clip of that. But it was so much fun. Everyone was like, go on, girl.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
savage. And
Yeah.
then they fully like push you out of your comfort zone because
Oh,
you said you'd never
completely.
danced before.
Completely, yeah. Like we were dancing in heels. Like it was so, I was just the coolest experience ever. And I honestly, when I got asked to do it, so I actually got approached the year before, but I didn't get it that year. So I was like, oh, like this is it now. I'm never going to get it. Then my manager Siobhan reached out the second year and was like, look, Miriam's, because they just felt like I wasn't ready the first year.
Right.
And that happens. Like they might, like there's been a couple of people, it was like the 4th or 5th year
Yeah.
that they got it. And she's like, yeah, she really wants to do it this year. Like she's ready. And I went up and had like a chat with the producers and all that kind of stuff. And they literally told me the next day, and I was like, oh my God, but I had to keep it in for like 3 months.
Oh, I remember you
Yeah.
saying that, and you were like,
Yeah.
that was the hardest 3 months ever because
Yeah.
you just wanted to tell everybody.
I know. And like I remember being at Electric Picnic and stuff, and like there was people from, like I saw Darren Garrahy and stuff in like one of the little, it was like Casa Bacardi or something like that. And I remember just wanting to go up to her and be like, I'm going on the show. And I couldn't, like, do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It was really cool. Yeah.
No, I remember that. I remember. I think. Can I say that you told us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I remember when Neve was in hospital.
Oh yeah,
That
that was
time.
only like 3
Yeah.
days before.
Yeah, that
I
was
remember.
like just before the announcement, and there had been all these like speculations
Yeah.
because everybody, like all the Gostoy and like all the different media outlets were like, oh yeah, speculation. Word on the street is Miriam Mullins doing Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars.
you were like, oh girl,
like-
if only you knew.
Miriam, what's going on? And yeah, you told us because you came out to visit Niamh that time.
I did, yeah, when she was, yeah. Oh my God, I remember that actually. And that was actually the day I had the eye dance. Because remember, I had all my makeup.
The hair
and
and the
stuff.
makeup, yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember I rocked up to the hospital like full glam and you were all like,
We were all just sitting in the ward.
Just gotta entertain everyone in the bed.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. And just the whole experience in general is like, it absolutely flew though. Like you think, because I moved up to Dublin for like 3 months, you're rehearsing from like the start of November until the end of December.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for your,
Heavy, like.
yeah.
Rehearsals.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you learn, like I learned my first 2 dances in that like 2 months.
Yeah.
But you focus more on your first dance because obviously it's the first week or whatever. And then you 2 weeks off for Christmas, then you come back and it's like a week of like flat out rehearsing. And then it's like that then every week that you're on the show, like, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there any other shows you'd want to go on?
Oh,
RT players listening.
Do you know what I would absolutely love to do? And it's so, and I really want RT to bring it back. So RT, if you're listening, do you remember Hell Week?
yes.
Ultimate Hell Week.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's brilliant.
I would love to do that just because I feel like I get so in my head about things. Like I'm an overthinker. I get so in my head and I feel like I really need a challenge. Like I need to be so out of my comfort zone, like jump out of a helicopter into ice cold water.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Carrying.
Yeah, it's like pushing your limits, isn't it? It's
Right.
like stepping out of your
Okay.
comfort zone and doing things that you wouldn't necessarily do
yeah.
on a regular basis.
Like RT, I think they had it like 2 years ago, but Laura Nolan was on it. And she was like, it was like the best thing she ever did. Like it's so hard, like it's so difficult.
What would
I'd
you be on?
Oh,
Show.
Operation Transformation.
Oh, Shanice, you'd so do Dancing with the Stars.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I'd
would
love
be
to see
so,
that.
yeah.
Some cha-cha
Yeah.
slides.
Yeah, you'd fly it.
Yeah, Macarena.
But I think that you'd love it as well. Like everything about it, the glitz, the glam, I think you'd love it.
Oh, could be a show.
RT.
Would you do it?
Hit me up.
Would you
Hit me
do it
up.
if you were
I
asked?
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a fail to tone it down, wouldn't it?
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
fair.
it's
So cool.
class.
And especially like what you were saying, it pushes you out of your comfort zone
Yeah.
and you're doing something new like each week.
And you don't even notice the cameras there. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would be so scary. The judges are like the loveliest people ever.
Yeah.
Like I was on Brian Redmond's show last week and stuff. Like I'm still in contact with people from the show and stuff. It's really good. But like everyone's lovely and everyone's there to work and do a job and like, do you know what I mean?
And encourage others as well, like each other in the field that you're in,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Exactly.
It's
Being in the
always
RT studios as well is so cool. Just being around it all. Like I've been there now a handful of times and it's so cool.
It's huge,
Yeah,
See all the
isn't it?
sets and everything.
Oh
like,
yeah. It's class,
unreal.
isn't it?
It's so cool.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
Honestly, it's like a fever dream.
Yeah.
But no, besides that, obviously, as we were saying, you're literally a jack of all trades. You've done absolutely
God.
everything.
Yeah, you are.
Thanks,
From-
lads.
You really are.
Again, like as we were saying there before, like from 2020 up until now, there's been so much evolution, I feel like, with all of us, but especially with you. I mean, as we were saying there about the skits, and then you kind of move more into like the beauty kind of space, and you're doing an awful lot of like get ready with me's and like your makeup tutorials and everything like that, which is unreal.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Lads, I can't do my makeup for
can.
I'm good at doing one makeup look and that's it. The rest I just
You're
use,
still good at doing your makeup. Your makeup
Do
does
you know
always
what?
be slaying. So
to be honest with you lads, I kind of don't to be honest. I just
You're
enjoy
like, get it on there.
If it looks bad, it looks bad. I really don't care. I think people take things way too seriously sometimes on the internet.
Yeah, you
I
just
think
have fun.
Yeah.
do you know, TikTok's the first app where I feel like things aren't taken as seriously. Well,
Yeah.
up until recently, I think it's a bit.
Yes.
Yeah,
But,
fair.
No, I agree, but like that, I feel like there's just such an impossible beauty standard, especially on Instagram, but also on TikTok now. Like you even see people, like there's so many of these videos now where I'm like, the beach get ready with me is like the holiday get ready with me is like all this type of stuff, and it's like, oh my god, this is unachievable for me. Like if I wanted to look a certain way or feel a certain way, it's madness. So then people's kind of heads start turning to, oh my god, like should
I
I
want to look
start
like that.
I want to
wanna
look
be
like that. Do I want to get Botox? Should I get fillers? Like all this type of stuff. And it's upset. I've had the thoughts of like, I'd love to get a bit of Botox, you know,
Same.
get a little bit done. Do you know what I
Same.
mean? We were only talking about this and like how it's preventative and stuff. But have you ever, or would you ever?
I have an addictive personality, so I get very addicted to things.
Same.
Same.
I'm addicted to coffee. Like there's a lot of I get very like fixated on things.
Yeah,
and I
same.
just know that if I start,
You won't stop.
I won't stop.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
so fair.
absolutely nothing done Do I want to get something
Natural
done?
beauty.
Natural
queen.
Natural beauty.
Do I want to get something done? Yeah, absolutely. I'm hitting 30 now next year, lads. So
You don't need
might
anything
start a
done,
bit
Miriam.
Botox.
I feel like with the industry that we're in, we're not up against, but we're in rooms with so many people who do things for themselves. I'm not against that. Anybody who gets filler, Botox, if you do it to make yourself feel good, yes, 100%. My only thing is, I know I have a younger following, do you get me? And it's not necessarily something that I want to be promoting, but I do have a mix of like both. I have a mix of older and a mix of younger. But I feel like, do you think there's an unattainable beauty standard set for the younger generation?
Yeah, I
And
do.
how would you kind of encourage them to, like, that you don't need to change for people to like you or to look a certain way?
Yeah, I do for sure. And I think definitely with like apps like Facetune and things
Yeah.
like that, and even AI, lads, like
Oh.
I just think it's like, it's not, some of it's not even real, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I just try with what I do, I try and be as normal as possible. Like, I know with our job, like, we don't, like, some of the stuff we get is not normal, like getting to go to concerts
Wild.
for free,
Yeah.
going on trips, like, it's amazing, and I'm always so grateful for it. But it's not realistic for the everyday person.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
so like, I just try and show my realistic life. Like, I play Gaelic football and I'm there like sweating. I come home from football and I'm like, lads, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But like, I just try my best to not be relatable, but just be myself.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Because we're all normal human beings, and we all, just because we post a couple of videos
Yeah.
and we get some opportunities, it's amazing. But like, we all do live very normal lives as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Do you know?
This is true.
And not
Um,
everything is aesthetic or
Yeah.
perfectly put together as it may seem, or we may want things to seem.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like what I was saying there. I think it's important for the younger generation to feel comfortable in their natural selves and not feel like they need to change anything in order to look a certain way. Like, you are the way you look for a reason. You're
Yeah.
unique. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah, like, I think I like to be presentable. I work better, and when I feel better, and if I have a bit of makeup on and my
Yeah.
hair is nice, I feel better, I work better, and I think
Yeah.
everyone's a little bit like that.
Yeah.
yeah,
But like, there's also a level as well. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like,
I'm not against anybody that does it. Like, if it's not harming anybody else,
Yeah.
and it's for personal reasons and you want to feel good, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
100% all for that.
But even like this whole talk of like the beauty standard and everything, like, do you ever see these like kids doing their skincare routines and all before school? Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
are you
Preventative.
why are you 13 and using Drunk Elephant?
no,
And
literally.
how
They have a
much
better
money does
skincare
your mum
routine
make?
than me.
But that's like so bad. Like, that's really bad. You should not
what
be putting that much stuff on your
But
skin.
that's
that
the thing
young.
as well. That's the kind of power, or not power, but like influence that we have with people with bigger platforms, like what we're using, they want to use, or what we're doing, they want to do. So for anybody who's like younger, a teenager, younger, or whatever age that you may be, it's a privilege to get older. It's a privilege to reach a certain age, and for that to show on you physically, your face, your body, because not many people get to live as long as we do.
Tell
And
that
I
to
think-
Donatella Versace.
I think that I think that's something that we need to remind ourselves of, though, because I know myself. I've been in rooms with girls that are absolutely stunning, naturally stunning, and have had work, and I'm like, oh my god, you are absolutely flawless, and I start feeling insecure because it's a me thing. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm up to the beauty standards in this room, or whatever it may be. And I feel like when you put yourself online, we put ourselves out there, and I know a lot of people say you're like, because you're online, you need to expect it, but the first thing that people come for is your appearance.
Yeah, it's so true.
It is.
But that
It's
is
always.
like the biggest low blow as well. Like, if you have to go for someone's appearance, like, you know.
I know, but I do think we just need to. Yeah, it's a privilege to get older. I think you just need to remind yourself that.
There's, lads, honestly, there's some days I don't even do my skincare. Like, I'm
Mood.
not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
mood.
bit soap more.
I
But you have
literally-
lovely skin.
Thanks.
You have really
But this
nice
is
skin.
the thing. Like, I do think like acne and all that is hereditary.
Mm.
Like, it really is, and I think it's so like, because it's not fair. Do you know what I mean? But it is, like, bad skin is hereditary. Obviously, sometimes if you eat, like, I notice that, like, if I eat crap, my skin does break out a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
But like, it is, a lot of it is hereditary, like.
But even what you were saying there about addictive personalities, like I'm like that. I wouldn't have had really bad acne when I was younger, but like if the odd pimple pops up, I'm like, where is it? Where is it? I'm like, trying to get it, trying to get in it. Like, and I used to have one of those mirrors. I had to get rid of it because of how obsessive I was getting. Do you know them mirrors? And like one side is normal, and then the other side is like and I'd be in like that, like trying to get all the blackheads, and then I'd pull back, and all of a sudden my nose is like
I love popping my own pimples, so I love it.
Oh, I love Dr. Pimple Popper.
But I love popping my own as well. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Connor would get an odd like spot on his face, and I'm like, oh, let me get that.
Do you ever like go into a situation, like it's even sometimes at events, I often like before I go in, I'm either like so like, oh yeah, this is grand, I can do this no problem, or I'm like why am I like
this all the time? All the time, especially when you're going on your own. I feel like it's very daunting, and then some of our reactions that we have are like, oh, this is like overwhelming almost.
I don't even go to events anymore. I just can't.
But you know what's so weird? Do you ever find this, right? Sorry, I keep like, this is so random, but an event that you're invited to, do you just know before it, this is going to be unreal, or it's going to be so
no, like I feel like it depends when I get I set not the mood. No, I don't set the mood. I don't set the mood. But I think when I get there is when I'll know by the atmosphere or whatever. I don't think beforehand I'm like, oh, this is going to be.
I feel like sometimes you can kind of sense it, and then other times you can't. But I feel like for the most part you I can. I feel like I can if I come across the events and I kind of know who's going to be there. If I know it's people I'm going to be comfortable around, because obviously I'm the name of the podcast is socially awkward. Like I can't speak to people.
I always bring up the weather.
You know,
like, oh my god, I'm
literally
sweating.
The weather. Shanice is very good at it. We always say that Shanice is probably the best out of a lot of us for like socialising and stuff. I'm brutal at it.
Lads,
I can't.
Yeah, you're really good actually.
I'm really not.
Yeah, you're really good.
I wing it, and I said this to the lads before, and they're like, no. Hardly. I'm like, no, I literally, when I'm in situations like that, I fake it till I make it, because when I was younger, I'd hate being in a situation where I'm chatting to someone and then it goes silent.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to fill that gap some way or another, and I don't know what to say. It's either I'm freezing or I'm sweating. But speaking of the industry that we're in, sorry, probably one of the last topics that we're going to discuss, it can be, a lot of people can look at it and think it can be superficial and fake. More times than not, everyone is so lovely and kind. But there are occasionally people that you meet that are not what meets the eye. Yeah. There's more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where you've either met someone that you've followed online that has either a massive following or whatever type of following that they have, and you think they're going to be a certain way and they're not?
I think like, okay, so when it was about 2 years ago, I think, when I kind of it was just kind of when we came out of COVID, I was invited to something in the UK with a load of UK influencers, right? And none of them knew who I was. Yeah. Now, I knew like all of them. Like I was like, oh my God, everyone here. And I actually went on my own. I was like, right. But I just felt like nobody put in, there was one girl who put in effort with me to like be like, you could clearly see I was standing on my own, and I was like trying to go up to people and be like, how are you, blah blah. And there was one person who made an effort with me and who's very successful now, and I always say the most successful people are always the nicest people.
100%.
Yeah. Grace GK Barry.
I knew you were going to say that, and I think I know what thing you're on about as well.
Yeah,
I'll
but
say
she
it
was so like just made so nobody else gave a rat's, like no. But she was like, come over, like sit with us, blah blah. She could tell I was on my own, like, and I felt really awkward. I was like, oh my God. But to be fair, that was the only time where I've ever felt like I just wanted to get out of there. I was like, oh my God, nobody, no, like this is, and it was really hard to try and like, because you don't want to mingle into people's groups and be like, hi, sorry.
Insert yourself into a place.
Irish, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like it's a different ball game over there. Do you know that kind of way? It's just completely new territory. At least over here, you kind of have a general idea of who you're hanging around with, and you kind of can understand that they might know who you are as well. Possibly, maybe. Over there, I feel like not an awful lot of them would kind of see much of Irish TikTok. I feel like we're our own little bubble.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of way.
Great.
But I remember as well at that, right, there was a lot of beef going on. This bit of insider tea for
you
guys.
She's spilling tea.
There's a lot of beef because the YouTubers hated the new TikTokers.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
So the TikTokers that were like blowing up and like starting to get all the brand deals the YouTubers were getting like because it was a mixture of YouTube and TikTok
I
people.
remember that.
Yeah, and it was like for me to watch, like, because I was like, oh, I'm not the drama. I was like, I can sit back, relax, and enjoy. But it was like, it was crazy to me because I was like, this is a mad world.
Yeah.
The fact that like we're all doing the same thing. We're all trying to put ourselves out there on the internet. They're just two different apps, and people hate each other because they're on two different apps.
I know.
I couldn't get over it.
Is
There's
it
none of
jealousy?
that here, though. I don't think there's any of that here.
No, there's not.
I think
There's
we're
not.
very welcoming, especially to new people that like come up and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. I think you need to be, though. Like, not even that you need to be. It's just common sense and courtesy, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go into a room and not feel welcomed by other people.
Yeah.
I was on a trip before, an influencer trip, and like some of the Love Islanders are lovely.
I saw your you posted a TikTok the other day, didn't you?
I
Oh my
did.
god.
Most of the Love Islanders are lovely and will like include you in most things or have a little chit chat with you. But there was this one girl, I mentioned this on the podcast before, and I really liked her on Love Island.
Yeah, I'm
But-
dying to know who it is.
Oh, I'll tell you after. I really liked her on Love Island, but I sat down on the daybed outside and was chatting away. I was trying to make conversation where like I was consistently trying to start a new conversation. Like I asked her where she got her outfit from. I said, oh, you look gorgeous. Just wasn't met with anything. It was just like ignorance, pure
Yeah.
ignorance. And then there was another Islander sitting beside me, and she looked me in the face up and down and then turned to the girl beside me and was like, oh babes, how have you been? What have you been up to? And I was like, just because, babe, you could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
You're
end of the
relevant
day.
now. but,
Treating
like,
people like based on what they can and can't do for you. Like, hop on, grow
This
up.
is what I don't
That's-
understand. Like, don't get me wrong, social media is great and there's some amazing people on it, but from a personal perspective, I just make TikToks in my room. Like, that's
Yeah.
it. So, to wrap everything up, practice gratitude,
Yes.
get Botox if you feel like it, and off giving out to us about Irish mammy videos because he's all like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Amen.
We all had to start from somewhere.
This is what
Yeah,
I mean.
what was it? You have to climb Cringe Mountain.
Yeah, you have to climb Cringe Mountain. It's either you climb Cringe Mountain or you're pretty.
That's actually spot on, isn't it?
True.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's dead
I
true.
was the Cringe Mountain. Just
Same
Oh,
girl. I'm
same.
still
We all
climbing
did.
Cringe
We all
Mountain.
did.
I'm nowhere near the summit yet.
Stop.
But like, do you ever now these days post a video and you're like, this is so cringy, but I know
Yeah.
it's going to do
Yeah.
so well.
It always does though. People just eat it up.
Yeah.
They really do. But anyways, look, Miriam, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you
on
for
the
having
pod.
me.
A
This has
dream.
been
I could
so
talk to you
fun.
for hours, like, honestly.
Feels like we're on a
Honestly.
FaceTime
Yeah.
call, doesn't it?
Yeah, we should do it again in like a year.
Yes.
Like, do a
Oh my
year
God, yeah, you
update.
glow up.
Like,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for my glow up, guys. I'm waiting.
I'll be after me facelift then and my Botox and
We'll all be
everything.
sitting there. So what dentist did you go to love? No, but you've been a dream to have on. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
You've been the best.
Thanks for having me.
And lads, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Socially Awkward Podcast. If you're new here, welcome to the chaos. If you're not new, welcome back. You know where to catch us if you're watching on YouTube or on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcast, basically.
That's pretty much.
That's
You
the
can catch us on
chases.
Socially Awk Pod on Instagram or Socially Awkward Pod on TikTok.
Yeah,
People love the TikTok clips.
they do. Yeah.
They really
They do.
do. Miriam, where can people find you? I'm assuming everybody knows where they can find you, but just
TikTok.
you're very famous.
Oh God, no, darling. Jeez. TikTok, Snapchat. It's all the same. Miriam Mullins or Miriam Mullins _ Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Or every
Fabulous.
Wednesday at 9 on Red FM.
Anything.
Yeah. Do you want to join us in saying goodbye to
Yes.
everybody?
Right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Bye.
The Socially Awkward Podcast is an Onic original.
Presented by Shanice Griffin.
Brandon Caulfield.
Daniel Devlin.
Visual design and video editing by Stephen King O'Farrell and Connor Daly.
Extra special thanks to Vivian Wood.
Archive and images courtesy of Getty Images. Music courtesy of Audio Network.
Series producer Paul McGregor.
Executive producer Sasha Hamrock.
New episodes of the Socially Awkward Podcast release every Thursday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You can also watch full episodes of the Socially Awkward Podcast on YouTube.
This is an Onic original podcast.